internet has given the world so many amazing things. It's mostly videos of cats in boxes or dogs wearing boots for the first time. But anyone who's been online in the last decade has probably come across something else too, memes. While memes can draw inspiration from just about anywhere, some of the most popular ones are based on our favorite films. Here are 10 amazing movies that started famous internet memes. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. There's a skill to being condescending. The speaker takes on the task of filling every word with venom, and the audacity it takes to look someone in the eye while doing it, well, that takes the verbal assault to a whole new level. Since parts of the internet operate as a safe space for grumps to be grumpy, we can see why there's a need for this kind of social exchange to be memeified. Thanks to some Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory fans, condescending Wonka was born. Using a frame from the everlasting Gobstopper sequence, users worldwide have been bonding through sarcasm, even though in the context of the movie, the pose is fairly innocuous.
You shall not pass!
The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Given that The Lord of the Rings has been building its following since the 1950s, it's fair to say that at least a couple people were excited after the 3 original movies were announced. When you have that much material to work with, something's bound to stick. One scene shows the characters having a roundtable discussion about bringing the titular ring to Mordor. Boromir, played by Sean Bean, describes the terrors involved in the journey. After feeling like the group is underestimating the situation's difficulty, he drops some knowledge. It's so perfect that people use it often when explaining how things might not be what they seem.
Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me!
The Matrix. The Matrix introduced the world to a pile of things we'd never seen. Bullet time, armless sunglasses, and a good Keanu Reeves movie, to name a few. But it also gave us Morpheus, the all-knowing, fearless leader of the unplugged Nebuchadnezzar crew. Much is made of the wizened ringleader's philosophical nature, and the other characters are constantly looking to him for guidance. The filmmakers did such a good job of this that his reputation extends beyond the confines of the movie. Memes with his face have sprung up all over and are often used to give relatively small advice. And depending on who you are, it will either blow your mind or make you roll your eyes. The Avengers. Speaking of eye-rolling, you might have noticed one of our favorite Avengers is guilty of this offense. In a blink and you'll miss it moment, Iron Man, played by Robert Downey Jr., turns up the sass after Captain America, played by Chris Evans, gives himself a pat on the back for recognizing a Wizard of Oz reference. Robert Downey Jr. delivers an eye roll that puts all teenage girls to shame. The frame is dripping with attitude, and since everyone has their own pet peeves, it's become a symbol of indifference to some, while others see it as a visual embodiment of the phrase, "Here we go again."
Am I wrong?
Yeah, but I wasn't...
Am I wrong?
The Big Lebowski. Have you ever felt like the only person on Earth who's paying attention? The only one following the rules? Surprise, you're not actually alone. Walter, played by John Goodman from 1998's The Big Lebowski, knows what you're going through, because he's been there himself. The gun-toting veteran is a stickler for regulations, and isn't afraid to call bullshit on violators.
Over the line!
After another guy at the movie's bowling alley goes off book, Walter pulls his gun and loudly wonders if he's the only one who gives a shit about the rules. Of the people who treat the internet like their own personal soapbox, Walter's seems to be the meme of choice.
That's marvelous.
Star Wars. There's no denying that the Star Wars movies have had a huge impact on popular culture. They're some of the most watched films ever made, and the franchise has left its footprints all over the place. Trying to track down every single occurrence would be a fool's errand, so we're not even going to try. And even in a conversation about memes, there were a few Star Wars offerings to choose from. But one of the most entertaining has to be the Star Wars kid. It's amazing what we humans will do to pass the time. Plus, who among us hasn't imagined themselves in the middle of a lightsaber duel?
Believe me, if there's one thing Ron Burgundy knows, it's women.
Anchorman. Anchorman is a veritable treasure trove of epic quotes. Written by Will Ferrell and Adam McKay, the movie is hilarious from start to finish. Ferrell nails so many lines with his deadpan delivery that if you're not paying attention, you're bound to miss something great. After a bloody brawl with some rivals, the Channel 4 news team regroup over a beer and talk about the fight.
That escalated quickly.
Putting it mildly, Ron downplays the severity of the day's events with his even tone. Someone realized that this scene delivers the perfect out for anyone finding themselves in a suddenly serious, awkward situation. 300. Zack Snyder's take on 300 chronicles the sweaty, topless battle at Thermopylae between the Spartans and Persians. The movie did good things for a lot of industries. Gym memberships, leather briefs, and body airbrushing all got really popular, for better or for worse. But one corner of the internet saw a different opportunity and turned the bloody flick into one of the most enduring memes to date. In one of the movie's most serious moments, King Leonidas, played by Gerard Butler, is giving one hell of a pump-up speech to the troops about dining in hell. And while his character yells a lot, this scene is the one used most often in the memes. The Great Gatsby. There are tons of good occasions to throw a quick cheers in the air before you get down to drinking. Birthdays, anniversaries, and graduations are all reason enough to take that quick pause before you get absolutely obliterated. But after the release of 2013's The Great Gatsby, one particular salute spread like wildfire. When Gatsby's character is finally introduced, he raises his glass in a simple way, but the insane pyrotechnics going off behind him make it truly epic. People send the gif around as a glitzy way to say touche to one another. Sarcastic or not, it's usually a genuine pleasure to receive one. Jumanji. Have you ever played a game and wished that it was real? Anyone who's ever seen Jumanji knows it's important to be careful what you wish for. After being absorbed into the fabric of the game decades earlier, Robin Williams' character is trapped until two new players unearth it and decide to roll the dice. Since time didn't stop for Williams, he emerges from his purgatory a fully grown man, with a fully grown beard to match. As you can probably imagine, it's hard to keep track of the time when you're stuck in a board game. So the first thing he wants to know is what year it is. What do you think of our list? Did we skip over your favorite movie-based meme? Tell us about it in the comments below, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one. Thanks for watching!